Alrighty, so the time has come where the summer update has officially dropped. You knew your boy was going to be dropping a video giving his opinions about everything in the test realm. Now, I have very strong opinions, just letting you guys know about the test realm, what is in it, and I know a lot of other people that I have asked also have very strong opinions. Some people have varying opinions, which is fine, you know what I mean? Some people, you know, are catered towards different kinds of updates. Now, what I want you guys to understand is that in the super fast-paced review of the summer update, if you're looking for, you know, more in-depth detail and, you know, a better look at the summer update as the devs put it, then the first link in the description of this video will have the actual notes. But I will be reviewing these notes as middle groundish as I can, so not as, you know, an airhead super angry PvP player, not as like a super, you know, entitled PvE player either. This summer update was supposed to be a bang. Like, this was supposed to bring back players. This was supposed to add, you know, new replayability to the game. Yeah, I just want to let you guys know that very strong opinions about the summer update. So without further ado, the test realm update notes. The first thing that is supposed to be the biggest bang is the FTUE, the first time user experience. Now this, they say, has revamped Firecat Alley, Cyclops Lane, Dark Cave, and Nightside. Now, I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. I have not and have no interest in doing this content like whatsoever. And that's not because like the main content on my channel is PvP. I do PvE off record and sometimes on stream, but unless I'm making a new character, there's no real way for, you know, me to experience this. And for those of you who have like all max wizards, there's absolutely no way on your main account that you have a way to actually, like, you know, experience this. So not only do I think that like this was a huge waste of time, and that's not to, you know, crap, so to speak, on people who actually enjoy this content, or, you know, maybe this inspires you to make a new character and experience this, maybe it gives you like a different view on the game. But even with the whole like Lizzo fire spitter or whatever that has nothing to do with the actual, like, you know, musician, I think it's a strong swing and a miss, specifically because it got put in a summer update. And I feel like this at the top of the list of the test realm notes, you know, as like a, hey, this is our really big thing that's supposed to bring players back to the game and, you know, make players want to replay the game from the beginning, and, you know, because that's the only way that you can actually access this content, is just a huge swing and a miss. I genuinely feel like this soaked up so much creativity that should have gotten put into something that could have, should have been, like pet stitching, a magic mirror revamp, mount stitching, you know, more colors on gear. Like, dude, something else, something with actual replay value that players actually asked for, right? Not to say that players didn't ask for this, not to say that players aren't going to enjoy this, but I think as a whole, this is a huge swing and a miss. Like, I don't know, maybe that's, you know, really harsh, but in my honest to God, unsugarcoated opinion, I think that this was one of the worst things to get put in a summer update in 2021, like with everything the game has been through up until this point. I'm like, I can't sit here and kid you guys. This was pretty pointless for this particular update. Now, hold on. So there are some really good things that did actually come out of the summer update in the notes. So questing parties and the section called meeting your fellow wizards. So apparently in the summer update, you can now join a battle after it has begun, but before the actual like attack animation has started. So let's say, you know, I'm in Avalon, I'm fighting, you know, like a boss, my friend comes in with me and I enter the battle, but his computer is very slow, loads very slow, and I'm already in the battle and picking my cards by the time, you know, he actually loads in the Avalon dungeon. He can actually still walk up to the duel circle and get in it and start picking his cards, even though I haven't placed an attack yet. That is probably the biggest and best thing to come out of this particular subsection in the update notes. huge kudos for adding this. And I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, this should have been the game long ago. Dude, it's finally here, so let's be happy about this, because this is a huge, good 10 out of 10 change. I cannot, however, say the same for riding multiple player mounts, queuing for Beast Moon together, which, you know, I'm pretty sure has already been a thing. Chatting with other players, like, I mean, just create a group. Like, it's very minuscule, very, very, very minuscule quality of life changes that, you know, you might be able to say like cool, but how often are you actually going to use these things, right? Most players are just, you know, okay with joining a group and teleporting to somebody and backing up and then walking forward again and pressing X to, you know, get on somebody's mount. Like, yes, it's a, you know, convenient quality of life change, but, you know, is it something that is big? Is it something that is summer update quality? I just can't sit here and tell you guys yes. Adventure parties, the biggest thing with this is that, I mean, I can't really see, apparently they're not guilds, but they're supposed to be like a guild mini. You have to be level 30 to even create one of these. Apparently they can have up to 12 players. And, you know, again, how often are PvE players going to be using adventure parties? And another thing is, somewhere in here they talk about grouping up in a 4-person adventure party and questing increases your drop chance for defeat and collect quests. Now, I don't know if you guys have noticed, and it would be pretty weird if King's Out went back and redid a bunch of stuff, but there was an update that dropped for Wiz that completely revamped all defeat and collect quests to be like 85% easier. In fact, when I was bringing up one of my characters through questing, I think the only time that I did not complete a defeat and collect quest with like 100% succession each battle was until I hit maybe Dragonspire. And that is saying a lot when you have updates that are geared towards making that even easier. I just feel like that is another swing and a miss. It's already pretty easy to get things from defeat and collect quests. I don't know really like what that adds to the game. Like, I'm being honest with you guys, I can't see how this is summer update worthy. But, you know, I digress. Adventure party, it's here. It's like, you know, a guild mini. Hopefully guilds are much better than this, but in my honest to God opinion, can't see that, you know, being something I go wow about in a summer update. And then there's Lemuria, for those of you that are excited and hyped for the new world. Super happy for that coming out pretty soon, probably towards the end of this year. New Beast Moon events. Again, if you don't already know, I really don't indulge in Beast Moon content, so I can't really give my opinion about this. I have been told to at least try it. Some of my friends are like gods at Beast Moon, like 100 gods at Beast Moon, so I might ask them to take me under their wing, but not really going to touch upon the Beast Moon content. You know, Beast Moon is a very popular, I guess, like mini game of Wiz, so I am excited that Beast Moon players are getting, you know, additional DLC type content. Not really like, you know, pay for DLC type content, but like DLC-ish updates, you know. So moving on, we have new spells and combat changes, and after reading this, I can only say the biggest thing to come out of this is the fact that again, they touch upon the fact that, you know, you can join in a battle after it's begun. I think I already touched that, you know, earlier on in this video. But you can also press a red X button on a minion. So let's say, so how do I use a good example for this? Let's say for some reason I'm in Darkmoor, right? I'm in Castle Darkmoor. I'm fighting Malastare. I'm running a Hitter Storm, and I have 2 of my Jade friends with me. They're trapping or blading or however you do Malastare. It's been a long time since I've done Malastare, but and then I'm the one hitting, right? Let's say one of them summon a minion for whatever reason, like a Crown's minion, right? You can actually press an X on the minion to take out the minion and let somebody else in. So if for whatever reason, you know, you see like a triple questing team going on in Triton Avenue, and for some reason one of them spends $400 on a Crown's minion, you can ask them to press an X on it, take out the minion so you can hop in and get that defeat and collect quest done, fam. They go on to talk about PvP improvements, but we've already gotten that via the hotfix that we had a couple weeks ago, so this is really nothing new. They talk about 4th age and 5th age and how there's going to be a rank reset even before 5th age. So I'm really interested to see about what that is about, but pretty much they just touch upon what Ratbeard already talked about in his dev notes, per, you know, the hotfix notes that he put out a couple weeks ago. So other than that, the biggest thing that I see in these notes, because the rest of them are pretty much like crown shop changes, miscellaneous changes and stuff like that, is the TC gating. Now, I made, I think, like 2 or 3 videos telling you guys that low level PvP was pretty much going to get changed forever. Now, I was right, I guess, to an extent. TCs, in fact, did end up receiving a TC gates or a level restriction, but instead of, like, you know, Aura Pop being restricted to level 75, right, Supernova, it's instead lowered down to the lowest level in the bracket, which is 70. So now you only have to be level 70 in order to use Aura Pop TC, and that's the same for all other, you know, levels of TC. If it is a 108 level TC, you only have to be level 100 to use that said TC. One of the big things that I also didn't talk about up to this point is the fact that a lot of schools got new spells, and there's also 3 new lore spells that are coming out in packs. And that kind of leads me to my next, you know, topic of this video, is that on top of a lot of what could have, and, you know, in my opinion, what should have been, you know, being soaked up by like the FTUE and stuff like that, you know, for this summer update in particular, I feel like a lot of effort has also been put into things that are not going to come out until later this year or towards the end of this year, and in packs that are coming out towards the end of this year. And I can't help but feel like, you know, KingsIsle has truly been blinded by like this long-term obsession with greed and money, and it's becoming apparent like every year through these like bundles that are hitting the crown shop that are, you know, showcasing certain mounts from different bundles and stuff like that, and, you know, how certain bundle gear itself is not even better than certain pack gear, and how certain pack gear is not even better than the pack gear that came before it, even for lower or higher levels. Like, a lot of this stuff is just becoming super, you know, copy paste, super linear, and this stuff doesn't even look good. Like, it is barely even possible to put a stitch together with a lot of the stuff that hits the game that you're paying money for, let alone the stats that it comes with. There's maybe like 1 piece of gear in every bundle once in a blue moon that gives like a broken card or some broken stats, and, you know, some WizTuber or streamer makes a video about it, and then people go out and spend a ton of money on this thing, and then it may or may not get nerfed. And it's just like, when is the greed going to stop? When are we actually going to start getting our money's worth for what we're paying for? And I hope to God that another test run like this doesn't happen in the future, especially, you know, if the game continues to be in the position where it's at right now. And like, at this point, I would rather spend money as like a grown adult with a job. I would rather spend money to max upgrade, or like upgrade in general my spells, than play Beast Moon for like 3 billion years and probably still not have a max spell-lamented spell, which is ridiculous. I mean, I shouldn't have to spend money, right? Even though like the new pack spells, the Myth, Life, and what is it, the Death? Oh no, it's Myth, Life, and Storm. Those spells are going to be pay to win, or, you know, pay to get, whatever you want to call it. So you actually can pay money to max out those spells. But as for the rest of the spells that the teachers are going to give, you cannot. You have to play Beast Moon, which is ridiculous. Stop doing this. Oh my God, stop doing this. Honestly, in all, I have to give this update like a 4 out of 10. Maybe a 5 out of 10 if I'm being generous, but definitely not what I expected for a summer update. And I am actually very interested to see how many people actually end up using these new features, because, you know, I'm not going to sit here and say that, you know, these are useless, but I definitely am sitting here and saying that we could have seen these in any other update than the summer update, because this was supposed to be, you know, thought very highly of. So do let me know what you guys think about the summer 2021 update in the comment section below. I am interested to hear what you guys have to say. What is your favorite part of the update? What is your least favorite part of the update? Did you agree with anything I had to say in this video? And if you agreed with anything that I had to say in this video, please do me a solid and drop that fat like and subscribe if you guys are new for more Wizard101 content in the future, or if you just want to keep up to date with the videos, you know what I'm saying? But with all that being said, this is going to be Jamestheace giving you guys a sign out. I'll catch you guys next time.